Hello, welcome back to another Ghost Sim video. Today we'll be going over the most recent update in Ghost Simulator, update 153. We're in version 1.153 now. And with this, a whole lot of new stuff has been added. You can probably already see one of the bigger things that was added. This was meant to sort of be a smaller update, but it has turned out to be a pretty big update, at least compared to some of the other stuff. It's probably a bit too big in some respects. But anyways, I think let's go ahead and start covering all the new content. Now, the biggest feature that was added in this update, or at least the biggest feature that was sort of planned in this update, was the new unlockables that got added for Remnant Zone. As you can see here, we have a few various Remnant Zone boards. I unfortunately haven't been grinding Remnant Zone, so I don't have the currency to unlock these. But they are pretty cool and have a nice color scheme, along with some decent trails. On top of that, another unlockable was added to the back door. So now you can go ahead and buy Bitwings, which is a slightly more expensive board from there. Overall, these are relatively expensive boards, as this one will cost around 600 million gems in terms of currency, and then this one will cost 2.5 billion in terms of currency. But overall, an average player, a few hours to go ahead and get. Anyways, in addition to this, all the prices for Ecto token boards, the ones that are purchasable in Main Hub, got ahead and slashed their prices, just to make more sense with how the board boss system now works for currency in there. On top of all this, there is a Rent Rush weekend going on, where events happen 2 times faster. So now you only need to wait 2.5 minutes for bosses or races in Main Hub. Same thing applies to all the other event spawns in the game. So if you guys want to go ahead and grind, now is a good weekend to go ahead and do it. Yeah, that's the biggest part of the update. Another thing you might have noticed is that NPCs got slight change. You'll be noticing that now, instead of being his usual yellow, Dylan's actually blue, like an infinite quest. This is part of a new structure to actually have more organization for quests. So now, rather than just having 2 different types of quests with infinite and normal quests, you now have main, side, and infinite quests to go ahead and sort by in your quests. Along with, they have corresponding things above their name, and also indication on the map, so you can go ahead and figure out which NPCs you actually need to work on. So rather than getting confused by thinking you need to go ahead and do Gramps or Euro or any of those useless side quests, you can now know that, oh, the star quest, I need to focus on that. Other than that, there's quite a few other small changes coming in this update. Those were the 3 main ones. But we got a new Rebirth Leaderboard, so you can go ahead and see who has the most Rebirths. And as you guys can see, I am, in fact, not on this leaderboard because I only have 20-some Rebirths. But as you guys can see, there are people with an insane amount of Rebirths. Someone almost has 300, and all the way down to 100 Rebirths on that Rebirth Leaderboard. This is only visible if you have more than 1 Rebirth. So for new players coming in, they won't actually be able to see this Rebirth Leaderboard. And there is actually now a leaderboard in all the worlds. So if you want to go ahead and see those, you can go ahead and do that. There's also now a Ecto token leaderboard in Ghost World, although I don't think too many people are going to care about that. In addition to that, some new settings you might have noticed while playing that haven't been interrupted by when a race event comes on or anything like that. There's been a revamp to the settings journal, the settings menu. So you can now go ahead and toggle on some more notifications. So for instance, if you don't want to get notified every time someone unboxes a crate godly, or notify the server when you unbox a godly from a crate, you can go ahead and disable that in here. Same thing with boss notifications, race notifications, and also chat hints like before. In addition, all this whole menu has been sort of organized, so you can go ahead and find what you're looking for faster. So for instance, if you want to just go ahead and look at your sound settings, you can do so there. Same thing with all the rest of this. Overall, just a nice small change. In addition, there have been a few other small minor changes yet. In addition to all this, there's been some minor bug fixes. Nothing actually too major this update. In previous updates, we had quite a bit more bug fixes, as we were working through everything else. The main one was some of these mini pets weren't clickable due to the previous updates, map optimizations, so they got moved out a little bit. And then one quest in one of Shelly's quests got updated to actually make a little bit more sense. But yeah, that's pretty much all that came in this update. It's definitely a lot more heavy on the new content rather than bug fixes or rebalancing, which I hope is a good change of pace. I was looking at it, I'm like, probably should have done a little bit more rebalancing in this update for some stuff. But anyways, that is the update. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys have ideas for other updates, feedback on this update, feel free to go ahead and share in the comments. As I say, all these videos, it's sort of me getting an idea of what the community likes and doesn't like from updates. If you have, as I said, if you have good ideas for future updates, if you have feedback on the current update, feel free to share it there. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys on Monday for another hard mode stream. And yeah, that should be it for this week.